What is up, everyone? This is David with BLACKSPIRE Broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This week we got a fun one. This is a saber hilt review that I wasn't sure I was going to do. This wasn't even a hilt that I was sure I was going to buy. So, yeah, I decided to spend the money on it, and here it is, the Reforged Skywalker. Many of you are probably just thinking that is the Anakin Skywalker hilt. Yeah, well, I used to think so too. But if you look and you remember The Last Jedi, Anakin's or Luke's hilt, whoever you want to call it, was severed in half when Kylo Ren and Rey Skywalker fought for it with the Force. You couldn't let them kids have anything because they broke it. So what Disney did is they put a leather strap on the hilt, which is actually kind of cool. And then they gave you these artificial weld marks to show that it was reforged, right? Pretty cool though, all in all pretty cool. Those are your really only differences, your variations between Anakin's hilt and Rey's hilt. You know, the lineage of this hilt. This is the original lightsaber, minus those details, obviously. And there's some changes here to your activator as well. This is the original Star Wars hilt. This is the Graflex for all intents and purposes. It's been changed quite a bit though over the years. You've seen it in all nine movies, and you know it's a basic style, but it's classic. It's just a vintage hilt, and then Disney put their twist on it and kept its lineage alive. And normally I sit here and I bash the sequel trilogy, and you know what, I'm not going to this time. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna appreciate this thing, because this original Graflex, though it's been changed, it's still out there, and it's still popular, and it's still touching kids' lives. You know, me as a little kid growing up with the prequels, I loved all the characters, and I saw this lightsaber in episode 2 and 3 when Anakin wielded it himself as the original creator. And for people who grew up with the original trilogy, which I love as well, you know, Luke wielded this, and we knew it was his father's, Anakin's. You just didn't really see Anakin with it, but you knew, okay, this was a famous Jedi at some point. And then we see it disappear again. We see Luke's hand get cut off in Empire, and it disappears. You know, falls, I'm assuming, to the depths of Cloud City. Who knows? And then we don't think about it again. And shows up in the prequels, which is obviously going back in time. And we then see that Anakin has made several variations of this because it gets broken several times. And then it reappears in the sequel trilogy with Maz Kanata having it in her cantina. Though they don't really explain in the films how she acquired it, but you know, we can just assume that she's a scavenger and a collector, just like I am, because I collect lightsaber hilts, right? So, but just so much cool lineage that goes with this hilt, and that is why I had to own it. I had a plaque made for it. I'll show you guys all that, and I bought the stand that it comes with at Doc Ondor's at Galaxy's Edge, and I'll show you how that displays. It's actually that same stand that the Cal Kestis is on back there. But you know, overall, I like the weathering. I really appreciate these weld marks. They don't look too fake. The leather strap is a nice touch, and it's heavy. It is made of metal. It's very heavy, and you have a nice rubber texturized grip, and it is very accurate. One thing you might notice right off the bat is like, well, where's a belt clip? And if you pay attention to the movie, the sequel trilogy specifically, when Rey has this, her clip is this as well. It is built into the handle, so this is actually accurate to the film. I didn't know that at first, but it is. So good job of Disney for building it in. Now, do I trust this clip? Not really. It seems like it's pretty cheap plastic, but it is very accurate to the film. So that's really cool they did that, and that's a positive nod in their direction. As for the rest, you know, I prefer to use the 26-inch blades, the short blades, for these reviews. It's very difficult to wield the lightsaber inside this studio, so I will be using a small blade. One thing I will say right up front is the blades fit real tight, real snug. They work, but it is a bit of a challenge to to get them seated correctly. Out of all the legacy sabers I own, it is the most difficult one to put a blade in. You know, it almost feels like you're gonna break it. And that is not good because it's an expensive piece. I wanna say I paid $159.99. I'll double check that by the time that this airs. But, you know, for something that you're paying that much for, you'd expect the blade to fit smoothly, like it's meant to be, but it is very forced. So that's a bit of a problem. But without further ado, I do, per usual, have my 26-inch blade on standby, ready to go. And I'll show you what I mean. You know, it comes with a blade plug. I don't have any blade plugs in mine, but I mean, it is very challenging. You can find the lineup. It's like I'm really pushing. That's your sound to know it's working. And you give it the twist. Same sound on all the other legacy hilts. If you've watched my reviews, you know that that's exactly how it works. Here's your activation switch. I'll give you your sound, your activation. That is the traditional Graflex activation and hum. Very, very screen accurate. Beautiful color of blue. Not smooth swing. Nowhere near smooth swing good, but you do get something. It does have some motion activated noise. Here's your clashing. Some of the clashing on this is much better than some of the other ones. Some of them are really inaccurate. This responds very, very well. Here's your deactivation. Activation. Overall, I mean, this is an awesome lightsaber though. You know, minus the fact that the blade is very difficult to insert and take out. I mean, I'm really trying right now. That's a lot of effort. You're getting the sound, at least you know it's working, you know, and but it is just difficult. You see, I mean, that might have even got stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. Look at that. I may have broke it on the video. It still works, but I can't get the blade out. You're supposed to be able to push down, twist, and pull out. Can't even get it out. So there you have it. I couldn't even get the blade out. Hey, overall, I think it's a great lightsaber minus the blade issues. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. The Graflex is such a classic, though it is not the original Anakin. It is the Reforged Skywalker as it is branded. You can pick it up at Doc Ondor's out in Batu, East or West, at Galaxy's Edge. Let me know what you guys think. It's crazy that I couldn't get that blade out. Still gonna have to work on that. But as usual, may the Force be with you always.